Enter another budget phone ni Tecno. And this time around, meron siyang collaboration with Transformers. And this is the Tecno Spark 30C. And makita natin sa front cover, it's Megatron. And pag inikot natin sa likod, logo ng Decepticons. Yung Autobot is available sa other Spark 30 series. Itong phone na ito is below 5,000 pesos. And ano nga ba meron dito? Dual symmetrical speaker tuned by DTS, 18 watts charging, 50 MP main camera sensor, and it's also IP54 rated. More info after this quick intro. So itong Tecno Spark 30C na may 4 plus 4 gigs of RAM and 120 gigs of storage will be priced at 4,599 and meron siyang introductory price at 3,799. And para sa mga higher configurations, 4 plus 4 gigs of RAM and 256 gigs of storage will be priced at 5,299. And yung ganang 8 plus 8 gigs of RAM plus 256 gigs of storage will be priced at 5,999. More details on the description box below. Now, one thing to love dito sa kanyang design is very simple lang siya. Matte finish siya ng likod and hindi siya kapitin ng mga fingerprints kasi matte finish nga siya. And yung kanyang camera module dito looks quite good naman. What I like dito sa kanya is nandiyan mga audio jack and meron siyang dual loudspeaker dito which is rare sa mga phone at this price point. Eh makita mo this is a triple card slot and pwede mo lagyan to ng dalawang 4G SIM plus isang micro SD expansion. And by the way guys, this is IP54 rated so hindi to takot na matalsikan ng ulan. Basta huwag mo lang ilublob sa tubig. And also, itong phone nito, yung likod niya is made out of plastic back, plastic frame, and glass front. Wala lang akong idea kung anong glass front nito. Para sa akin, solid ang feel ko dito sa phone nito, magandang grip. Wala kang maging problema, hindi naman ito basta-basta dudulas sa inyong kamay. And one thing na pinamis nga pala ni Tecno dito sa phone na ito, it has a 4 years of fluency. So it means that your phone should be smooth kahit after 4 years pa. And by the way guys, kung naalala nyo sinabi ko, this one is collaborated with Transformers. I'm trying to search for themes dito sa loob ng phone nito, but I have yet to find one. Wala rin ako nakita ng wallpaper dito ng Transformers, and this is probably one of the best that I got. Madadownload din naman to ng free sa Pinterest. Ang Tecno Spark 30C is being powered by the MediaTek Helio G81. It's more of a budget-friendly na chip and it was able to give me 253,000 points. And kung binigtan mo siya, this is the score that you should get. Ito nakuha ko sa Geekbench para sa CPU benchmarking and ito nakuha ko sa GPU benchmarking. Mababa lang score niya sa One Dev Extreme, 160 loop score and 98% ang stability. Thermals, okay naman. It throttled to 86% na kanyang maximum performance. Now, this phone has a 5,000 mAh of battery, which is just a industry standard and can charge up to 18 watts. Nothing really fast sa 18 watts kasi for me, it's already 2024. At least, fast charging should be 30 watts and above para sa akin personally. Now, charging this phone for 18 watts is not really that fast kasi it takes me around mga near 2 hours to complete the full charging cycle. But one thing that I noticed dito sa phone na ito is makunat na kanyang battery. Can last me a whole day without problem. Basta walang heavy gaming, kaya naman na magtagal. And nung nag-manual rating ako dito sa phone nito para sa kanyang screen on time, and I was able to get a 12 hours and 10 minutes of screen on time, under 50% brightness and 60 Hz na screen refresh rate. Not bad. Now, this phone has a 6.67-inch na IPS LCD. Kaya na mag-display up to 720p and meron daw siyang up to 120 Hz of screen refresh rate. Yung kanyang 120 is auto-switching, hindi siya lagi nawa 120. There are only some apps that supports 120 dito. Nung nagsuscroll naman ako dito on social media like Facebook, TikTok, and YouTube Shorts, okay naman siya. There are times na mapapansin mo, there's a little bit slowing down pag-scroll mo. But that's siguro after mga 10 to 15 minutes of non-stop scrolling no, sa SOCMED. And watching videos naman dito on YouTube, wala ka naman maging problema dahil okay naman ka na display. Just don't expect it to be as good as an AMOLED display, pero it's pretty decent enough to let you watch mga animes, mga Korean drama. Kaya ka naman itong phone na ito mag-handle ng mga videos like that on YouTube. Now, pinagmamalaki ni Tecno dito is meron siyang dual symmetrical speakers. Ba't nga ba niya nasabi dual symmetrical? Kasi meron siyang 6 na butas dito sa ibabaw and 6 na butas dito sa ilalim, which tama nga naman siya, symmetrical kasi pareho. It should at least give you a good experience, lalo kung nag-gaming ka na ganito. Balance ang sound coming from the left and coming from the right. So ngayon, tetest lang natin, sasakarin natin ang kanyang volume. Let's see kung gaano ka okay nga ba. Pretty decent ang kanyang sound para sa kanyang price point. I kinda like yung kanyang sound And by the way guys, pakinggan nyo itong song na to, no? Bagong single ni Rosé ng Blackpink to collaborated with Bruno Mars. Title niya APT. Check it out. Now guys, I did play 2 games dito sa phone na ito and I played Fahrenheit 84 and Honor of Kings. So, itong Fahrenheit 84, sinet natin on the lower graphical settings dahil yun ang recommended niya dito. The gameplay was okay, smooth for the first 15 minutes and note na try ko siyang maglaro na mas matagal dito, like around mga 45 minutes, no? Surprisingly, it was still okay. Though there are some minor frame drops along the way, hindi mo talaga maiwasan yon. Kasi alam mo ng G81, yun lang namang performance na kaya na ibigay sa'yo. But surprisingly, it's quite smooth pa rin after 45 minutes of gameplay. The sounds is good, the touch response is okay, wala kang maging problema dito, and medyo mainit nga lang siya, umabot siya ng 46 degrees Celsius after 45 minutes of gameplay. Moving on to Honor of Kings, medyo bago pa ako dito sa game na ito, to be honest with you, and the experience is not so bad. Setting into the graphical settings na binigyan niya sa akin dito, yung recommended niya, pansin ko sa kanya is that there are times na yung kalaban nagte-teleport. So, habang inupaka mo siya dito, after a few seconds, parang, biglang nag-teleport siya away from you. Siguro 10 meters away from you. Ganun napapansin ko sa kanya, no? So, on several occasions, not just once. Siguro there are some minor frame drops along the way. But one thing to notice dito sa kanya is maganda naman kanyang sounds dito. Wala kang maging problema. And after 30 minutes of gameplay dito sa Honor of Kings, mainit din siya at 46 degrees Celsius. Napag-usapan muna natin quickly ang kanyang camera. This one has a 50MP na main camera sensor and meron din siya kasamang AI na camera sensor dito sa likod. Yung kanyang rear camera can let you shoot up to 2K and 30fps. Yung kanyang front-facing camera is a 8MP na front-facing shooter which can also let you shoot up to 2K and 30fps. So okay, taking out the Tecno Spark 30C for a spin. And on outdoor condition, I would say na not so bad ang kanyang camera. Bakit? I was able to give me some details like this one. Kahit yung mga simple shot lang sa mga bato or just taking a simple leaf shot dito. And what's nice dito sa kanya is hindi siya saturated. Makita mo medyo natural color sa mga leaves na makuha mo dito. And plus yung patak ng ulan dito or water droplet dito sa leaf is makita mo pa rin na kanyang details. Though pag zoom in mo siya, medyo makita mo blurred na siya. Now, look at this simple leaf shot na to, itong flower na shot na ito. And you really see yung kanyang separation between the subject and the background, which is pretty clear for a price point like this one. I would say pretty not bad ang shot na ito on outdoor condition. And what I did naman dito is pinocus ko naman siya dito, but I don't know kung bakit ano nangyari dito. Anyway, taking other shot like this one, there are times na makita mo, pag zoomin mo, makita mo a little bit blurred. But there are other shots like this one which is quite clear. Pati yung langgam dito, kita ko pa rin. And a simple shot like this one looks still pretty good, as well as some flower shot like this one. Moving on to indoor, say na pag kumuha ka ng mga portrait shot, yung ganda ng focus sa subject is okay, not bad. And this shot is pretty not bad as well too. Makita mo yung pagka-blur niya sa background, looks okay. Some colorful shot like this one looks pretty decent. And if you check some of this shot, makita mo, yeah, it's a little bit soft lang. Pag medyo low light, okay lang. Makakapag-focus naman siya na mabilis on this cap. And ito naman, tinay naman natin ka ng zoom lens. This is a normal shot and this is a 2x zoom shot. I would say na okay, still readable naman lahat ng text after zooming it for 2 times. Na kung medyo mas low light pang kinukuha mo, I would say na there are times makita mo medyo hirap siya konti pag medyo low light, but overall kung bigyan mo siya ng some good lightings, yeah, makakapagawa naman siya ng maayos na shot. But to my surprise, there are times that it was able to capture some good shot like this one, itong dalawa, and some full shot looks pretty decent. Not the best, but it's still decent. And nung nilabas ko siya nung gabi, I was able to take in some of this nice decent shot, and this is a very simple shot lang, no, on around 8 in the evening, and makita mo ang ganda rin ng pagka-capture na dito dito. Though there are some lights dito na pag tinignan mo, a little bit more overexposed. But I would say na kaya naman niya mag-perform sa gabi. Now, using its front-facing camera, dito ka mabibilib, no? I was a little bit shocked na not bad ang ganun selfie camera. Kita mo all of the details sa aking mukha. But I would say na, it's pretty not bad na already for a price point like this one. But medyo magiging soft na siya when you go indoors, mapapansin mo, mga shots will be a little bit more softer than outdoor condition. Now, using the front-facing camera to take a quick selfie video, okay, not bad ang kanyang resolution, but I would say na medyo matagtag nga lang siya. Now, if you use the rear camera for a quick video, I would say na not bad din siya. Though, yeah, it's equally shaky. Medyo nakakahilo lang siya, no? Though the resolution is not so bad. Kailangan mo nga lang ng gimbal to stabilize. Now guys, ano masasabi ko dito sa Tecno Spark 30C? Overall, the phone is not bad. Probably the only thing that I wish na meron dito is at least meron siyang team pack dito na transformer related, kasi I was trying to look for one dito sa loob, except na siguro nag-download na lang ako sarili kong wallpaper dito. Wala talaga siyang team pack dito na transformer, which I wish na meron siya. Overall, the feel is nice, yung performance not so bad. It can give you some decent camera shot and some decent gaming experience. Probably one of the things na gusto ko dito is maganda rin ang sounds. Plus, meron siyang 4 years of fluency guarantee. So, would you buy one? Let me know in the comments. If you want to know kung saan pwede mabili itong phone na ito, link on the description. And if you like this video, don't forget to share it to your friends. And sub to this channel is definitely awesome. I'll see you in the next one. And so, ako para si Richmond, and you're watching Gadget Sidekick. What's up? Like and subscribe to my channel. Don't forget to hit that notification bell. For one of my latest uploads, click the dito. And for one of my popular uploads, click here.